In any company, trust and communication are essential for success, and managers are a critically important part of the equation. But far too often, managers get it wrong, and this can have disastrous consequences. Far too often, struggling managers blame bad hires or the wrong people for their lack of success and are not aware or simply don't know how to fix the mistakes they're making. So on today's show, I'm going to share 6 big mistakes that I see far too many managers make, and I'm going to provide some simple tips on how to avoid them. For some, usually the inexperienced or insecure managers are on a power trip, and it's never, ever successful. Using fear and intimidation as a tactic may seem effective at first, but this uneven power dynamic is far from a healthy and sustainable team building strategy. You already have all the power you need, so focus on building trust and relationships with each person on your team. They are going to respond to your requests out of mutual respect, which is exactly the dynamic you want to foster, leaving a very rare need to actually pull a power move. Despite what are usually the best of intentions, a lot of managers simply go in full bore trying to change too much too soon, and they cause resentment in their wake. So here's an idea. Write out the top 3 changes that you would like to see implemented, but don't act on them right away. Instead, take the time to gather input from your team about what's working well and what isn't working at all. Then combine the 2 lists and prioritize the most crucial initiatives. Just as you don't want to go in too strong and scare everyone off, you also don't want to go into silent stealth mode either. Clear and consistent communication is essential in calming the waters and in building employee confidence and gaining that critical buy-in. Your employees want and deserve feedback, and they need to know without a doubt that someone is there for them and steering the ship. Keep the team in the loop about what may be changing and how you envision it affecting them. Offer ongoing constructive feedback and encouragement to keep the team's motivation high and the entire crew moving forward. Forming alliances and showing blatant favoritism will absolutely alienate the rest of the team. And since you need buy-in from everyone to operate the most efficiently, maintaining a neutral but open and positive stance with every team member is essential. There's always going to be some individuals that you naturally connect with more easily. That's to be expected. Just be sure to work doubly hard to form relationships and open dialogue with everyone, and be mindful of any biases that you have when evaluating employees' performance or their eligibility for advancement. When things go off course, some managers fall into the trap of playing the blame game, pointing to a specific person or situation as the problem. But managers are like sports coaches, and when the team doesn't net a win, the responsibility of that loss can usually be tracked back to you and your leadership. Your success depends on your team's success. So be quick to help employees succeed, steadfast in accepting responsibility when things go wrong, and slow to pass judgment and blame. Win or lose, remember the game plan was a result of your leadership strategy. Part of what may have initially gotten you noticed for a management position may vanish into an overly professional, super serious, overall different person once the management title is attached. There can be a fear that showing any type of emotion other than business professional will come across as a sign of weakness. Resist the urge to completely change your persona and stifle your emotions just because your title has changed. Managing and leading are more about coaching and connection, so let your personality shine through and focus on the small ways to show your team you care.